Imagine this. Right now, everything feels normal. You're breathing. The air is all around you. Nothing seems out of place. Now ask yourself a simple question. What if all the oxygen around you suddenly disappeared? Not forever. Just for a short time. Say, 1 minute. Would we even notice? Would we just hold our breath and be fine? Or would something much bigger happen? Oxygen makes up about 21% of Earth's atmosphere. You don't see it. And you don't feel it. But it's essential. Every breath you take, every fire that burns, and every living cell on Earth depends on oxygen. So what happens if it's suddenly gone? At first, your body wouldn't react much. Most people can hold their breath for at least 30 seconds. So your breathing would stay normal. You wouldn't immediately feel like you're suffocating. But your brain would know something isn't right. You'd try to breathe. And nothing would come in. Almost instantly, panic would begin to spread. At the same moment, something dramatic would happen all over the planet. Every fire on Earth would go out. Explosions would stop mid-burn. Engines would shut down. Any plane in the sky would lose combustion and begin falling. Oxygen doesn't just help us breathe. It also plays a role in maintaining air pressure. When oxygen disappears, air pressure drops suddenly. That drop is equivalent to instantly falling. About 2,000 meters. Your ears wouldn't have time to adjust. Eardrums would rupture, causing intense pain. Above you, the sky would begin to darken. Not because the sun vanished, but because light needs particles in the atmosphere to scatter. With less oxygen, there would be fewer particles, and the sky would appear much darker. Your body would still have a small amount of oxygen stored. That would keep you alive for a short time. But your brain, which needs a constant supply of oxygen, would begin to shut down. Vision would narrow. Muscles would weaken. People would collapse. Not dead yet, but dangerously close. Across the planet, civilization would freeze. Vehicles would stop. Power systems would fail. Plants would stop photosynthesis immediately. Oceans would lose dissolved oxygen, causing fish and marine life to suffocate. Life wouldn't panic. It wouldn't fight. It would simply stop functioning. After about 45 seconds, most humans would lose consciousness. Hearts would still be beating, but brains would be failing rapidly. And then, just as suddenly as it vanished, oxygen would return. Air would rush back into the atmosphere. But fires wouldn't reignite. Planes wouldn't recover. Many systems would remain damaged. However, some people would survive. They would wake up injured, confused, but alive. So would 1 minute without oxygen destroy Earth? Not completely. But it would show just how fragile life really is. Everything we depend on, from the air we breathe to the world we've built, exists because oxygen is there. And without it, even for a short time, everything falls apart.